Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome back to Raft. Picking up where we left off last time, as always. We've been working on the same project for a while now, so the goal is to finish building out the raft so that I have room to safely expand. I want to move these engines to the back, and then make kind of like a garden and a biofuel refining and storage setup in this kind of back corner, I think. And then I need to work on these animal pens. As it stands, it is just so hard to harvest and water anything here because of the way that the animals are all moving around. So I do need to finish that as well. I'm going to expand it a little bit and just make it a little easier to navigate as my shears break here. And then I have the water stuff, the water tank and the water pipes and the advanced refiner. Advanced water purifier, I believe it's called. Which I'll also want to set up and hook up to a sprinkler to take care of all that watering for me. So it's kind of what we're working on here. I'm hoping to finish it in this section finally. I seem to keep getting distracted with other things as I'm going, but so this section might run a little long. I do want to get it finished up here so that we could just have all of our systems in place, and then we can start doing more story islands to unlock even more systems to put in place. But for now, I'm just going to quickly make some shears, which require scrap. So I'm going to need those to keep harvesting the wool as we go, so that we can turn the wool into trash cubes to trade for metal and plastic to finish building out the raft, as well as for some of the other unique items that we haven't gotten yet. And then we're just going to go ahead and raise our anchor, sail away here, and we're heading towards this green dot, which should be a trading post island, so I can get a bit of extra plastic and some metal to finish armoring the raft there. So we're going to sail away and collect items from the item stream as we go. I do have a good bit of plastic saved up though, so I'm going to see... Oof, I don't want to go through all my planks, but I should be able to get more of them from these catch nets. Actually, it looks like we're sailing right into a small island. So, as has often been the case, probably going to get a little sidetracked, quickly grabbing metal and planks from this island when we get to it, but for now we'll just keep going forward. I'm going to burn through some of this to start filling this in. We're getting... Whoa, we're falling to our death. Oh, jeez. But we're getting quite close to filling all this in. So it'll be an awesome feeling once it's all filled in and the outside edge is entirely armored. Then I don't have to worry about the shark attacks at all, and I can safely move all of my various systems to wherever I want them to be on the raft. Going to quickly make some nails here and grab some metal so that I can armor this outside edge. Once I fill in the gaps, all that I will need to do is armor this outside edge, which it looks like we're almost done with actually. Yeah, we're just two ingots away. And then with the outside edge armored and the inside all filled in, the shark will not be able to destroy our raft at all. So that's awesome. I am going to basically run aground on this island, however, so I will stop off and explore here. Let me just quickly finish fortifying. So that should all be good. All this fortification was extra just from how I had initially built it. So a little bit of unnecessary wasted resources the way that I did it. It was good in the short term. In the long term, that's wasted resources, but beyond that, all that I need is this outside edge to be armored, which now it is. So that's awesome. I quickly dropped the anchor. I can still see the island that we came from, but here's a new island, so I might as well explore that real quick. I do want to leave metal cooking while I'm away, so let me do that. I wouldn't mind leaving some food cooking as well. Let's So we need to stay on top of our hunger as well as our thirst. So let me eat real quick. Drink. And then let's quickly explore this island. So I have this axe. I'm going to want to gather as many planks as I can grab from right here. And so any fruit that is on this island, as well as seeds that I'll get while harvesting the fruit, is going to be good. So we can turn that into biofuel, which is kind of our main project at this point. We just want to gather enough biofuel to be able to leave our engines on at like all times to speed our transport through the world. So gather that stuff. And then otherwise, all that we want from here, looks like that was it for trees and fruits, is going to be stuff in the reef. So I have this hook, and I have a whole other hook in case this one breaks. Now, we want seaweed. Is this metal? That is metal, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, so we want metal. We needed a ton of it to armor the raft. Now that we've actually armored it all, we just need enough to sustain us for other crafting, like such as crafting tools and storage chests. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that takes metal, so it'll always be good to stock up on it, but I'm actually not so desperate for it anymore now that I've armored the raft. So that's good. And then, yeah, seaweed. Just want to get a good stockpile so that I can make more flippers, so that hopefully going forward, I can always have flippers equipped when exploring underwater, which will save a lot of time in the long run. But I'll need a large stockpile of seaweed to be able to do that. And then scrap, just going to be good to stockpile it to make nails, which are required for a lot of crafting. And then sand, which we want to turn into glass to make honey so that we can make biofuel. Biofuel being the main fuel for the rest of the game, pretty much. So let's just gather this last little bit here. Ooh, got a chest, which has some good stuff in it. A whole bunch of different resources. A few more scrap to grab. Grab the sand because it's right in our face. Wow, a lot of metal on this little island. It's crazy. You come to these big islands and you look everywhere and you can't find any, and then you get to these little tiny islands and it's just metal everywhere sometimes. But I think that's about it. There's definitely more stuff that I could grab here, but I think I just wanted to do a quick little stop off. I don't want to get too distracted. I guess that's what keeps happening. I keep getting distracted with these islands when I really need to be finishing the raft project. So let's grab those few items. Let's get back up on the raft here. And let's go to sail away. So let's raise our anchor, and then we're going to need to pretty much immediately kill that seagull for food, of course. But then we'll need to turn the raft. Oh no, we got stuck on the island. So I could use the engines to get me off of this, but if I just keep going, we'll be able to spin around that way. So let me loot this seagull while we go a little more forward. And then I'll line back up with that trading post island. Are we stuck? Now we're moving slowly but surely. And then once I'm entirely free, I will realign us to the trading post island to hopefully get the last little bit of plastic that we need. I'm going to water all the grass here. I really need to get that water setup going because having to manually fill this time and time again is getting to be pretty annoying. So still pushing around the island. Fill up this last one, and then we should be good here, I think, if I do turn this way. Oh, there's a seagull we scared away. I turn this way, like so. Let's check this out. Okay, so we're actually really close to that island. I want to go more this way. Make sure we're sailing kind of with the tide, as indicated by that streamer. And then if we straighten out here, yep, right in line with it, so should come upon that trading post island fairly soon here, as we fail at inventory management. God, just grab these eggs. Jesus Christ, that's why I need to finish this animal pen, just trying to pick these eggs up. Oh my god, this is absurd. Jesus Christ. Come on, give me the egg, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, phew. Got our eggs. Now I'm gonna shear our llamas, get the wool, turn the wool into trash cubes, and trade the trash cubes at the trading post for all kinds of stuff as they do their weird, like, milling in a circle animation. They seem to get stuck in a lot. Kind of creeps me out for some reason. Alright, we'll stash all of that. We have a ton of eggs and honey saved up that we can turn into biofuel. I just want to move the refiners to where they're going to be. Oh boy, looks like a big island up here. So hopefully we don't get too distracted. We just want to do a quick trade. Get our trading cubes ready. Somehow our coins ended up in here too. They're supposed to be in this one actually, along with the cubes. Okay. And why don't I take this wool? This is just enough wool to fully fill both of these. So those batteries are almost dead. They're going to need to be recharged soon, but we can load that up. Hopefully get a few more coins out of it. Alrighty. So grass is growing, now I'll get the animals doing their thing. I want to empty out my inventory here. Definitely low on planks, which is going to be a bit of an issue. Let's just store everything that we can. Yeah, definitely need better storage as well. Currently I just have like a random fruit chest up here because I didn't have anywhere else to put the fruit. Get the sand in there, get the bolts in there. It's looking like a pretty clear inventory. We're approaching this island. Pretty good angle to visit the island, but then of course to get away from it, it's going to take forever to like spin the raft around the island again. But let's load up our thirst and hunger so that we're ready to go. Consider what all I need to bring with me. So I definitely need the trade coins and the trash cubes. Just to do a quick trade that should hopefully get me the last little bit of plastic to finish this off. Maybe not quite enough, but it'll get me real close. And then we'll need planks as well, obviously. Why don't I quickly empty these as well? Yeah, they're getting pretty full. That one was entirely full. Yeah, those are at 9. These can hold 10 items each, so a lot of these are getting pretty full. Wow, that gave us a lot of planks, so that plus the plastic that we get from here might be enough to finish, which would be super exciting, because then I could actually work on all the other projects that I keep saying I'm going to work on. Beyond that, there may be an animal here that's worth grabbing, so I'll bring the net launcher, and I guess I'm out of canisters already. I think we're close enough here, so we'll drop the anchor. Guess we'll make one more canister. I have a decent amount of extra explosive glue if I need to make more in the future. Let's see. Need stone and rope. So there's stone, ropes in there. There we go. Put that away. Bring the canister. Stash the scrap. You know what? Why don't I get some more metal cooking? At this point I have probably enough metal, to be honest. For now, I'm gonna, you know, long term I always need metal, but it's not too hard to find enough metal just for tools and storage and that kind of stuff as we go. I don't need to stockpile like hundreds of it to finish building the raft like I was doing before. So I think we're in good shape there. The animals ate, which means that their items are going to be ready soon. So let me re-water so that after we harvest, there will be fresh grass for them to eat. I'm going to have to restock my own water supply here. Now, there could be bees on this island, which I think I just need a few more to make my last beehive. So we'll bring, I don't know if that's going to have enough charges. I don't know. We'll bring that. If it breaks, we'll bring a fresh one. If it doesn't break, taking up 2 inventory spaces is not great, but it is what it is. We'll also want this metal detector, and this shovel hopefully has enough durability to last. If not, and I have to make a return trip, that's going to kind of stink, but that should do it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I always feel like I am, so let's go ahead and explore this island. Let's try to make it quick, because there's not a ton that we need from here. I mean, it's all stuff that we need long-term, but short-term, I'm pretty good on most of this stuff. So we really just want to grab what we can from the trading post. Maybe look for some metal on the way back, because it's one of the only ways to get metal is from the reefs here. There's probably some bees that we want. Probably a bear to fight to get some meat and leather, which is useful. And then beyond that, we just want to get out of here and get back on the high seas, because we do gather so many resources just from sailing forward, having the catch nets collect items. So here's the bees. We got 5 from that one, which is nice. Usually I think you get 4 or 5. Yeah, I only got 4 from that one, but we need 15 to make our last beehive. I think we had 17 on the raft, and we need to make 2 more beehives technically, so I was counting the 15 that I had as one of them, so I think we have 2 plus 9 now, so I think we only need 4 more bees. Maybe there's one more swarm of bees up there. I just saw a goat. I'm not interested in that. I think I already have 4 goats, and honestly that should be enough to give me all the milk that I need, which is what goats give you. I don't think there's another animal here. If there is, though, another chicken would be good, just to speed up egg production. There's a bee swarm and a bear. Let's deal with the bear first. Okay. Just keep poking at him. All right. Get our meat, which is an excellent source of food, and our leather, which is useful for making armor, which I need more of. Grab these bees. I think that's enough bees. So we got bears and bees, just missing Battlestar Galactica. So we have beets on the boat. If you don't get the reference, don't worry about it. But get the honeycomb there, which is good. And I see this little cave over here, so I should probably metal detect first. There's more honey here. I have too much honey at this point, but we always need more because we always need biofuel. Looks like the catch that I'm going to dig for is going to be over here. Oh, it's literally right there. So we'll do that first. Hopefully it doesn't burn through too much durability. Now this could give us titanium. It does. Only 1, but it's still good. Always happy to get titanium. And then where was that cave? Right here. So this could have dirt in it, which I will need to make more grass plots to feed my animals potentially. So I want to grab that. We could also get metal items from these potentially. Looks like the inventory's full. I don't need a birch seed. Okay, that broke our shovel, so that actually works out. Clears up an inventory spot, and we get the maximum amount of dirt from there. Now, here's our trading post, where we just want to do the trade for plastic for sure. Get the 60 plastic to hopefully finish up the raft. I can get rid of this nail. That's like a half a scrap worth. That gives me 2 inventory slots, and then, I mean, this net launcher is almost broken, but I might as well save the charge in it. I guess a copper I can get rid of. And I guess 4 arrows isn't the end of the world. And that frees up an inventory slot for the metal, which at that point I think I'm good on metal for quite a while. The other thing would be additional titanium, which since I'm here, let's just buy it. Only other stuff I'm going to need is, like, if I make a much larger garden, I will need more advanced scarecrows eventually. I never learned this detailed plank, so at some point that may be worth getting. And then the rest of this stuff is just cosmetic, aside from, like, you know, which I will want to get eventually, just to have, but aside from, like, you know, cave mushrooms and berries and algae for making some of the better food recipes. And, you know, if I want to, like, stock up on more metal or planks or plastic or any of that kind of stuff. So I think we're pretty good with that. We do have 1 free inventory slot. We need more planks, so let's start gathering here. And I did, just out of the corner of my eye, see a chest. It's a pretty good view of our raft right there. So let's see. Yep. Gonna way overfill my inventory. Let's see what we drop. Rope I don't care about. Nails I don't care about. And then coconut beet is just like a recipe, which you don't need the recipe to make the recipe. It just tells you what you need. But you know what I'm gonna do for this bear? I'm just gonna break this bow. It does more damage than the spear, and it'll free up an inventory slot again. There we go. I can use the spear for the rest of it. There we go. We can get our meat and our leather, which will stack in our inventory nicely. And then, my god, is our inventory full of just junk. But I'll see if there's a couple more trees I can cut, because we need the planks. I already have a stack of 19, so if I cut another tree, it's going to end up taking 2 stacks worth. Oh, there's more bees. I guess I just grabbed them. I don't think I need any more beehives, but I might as well have some saved up just in case. Because they are kind of hard to find sometimes. Oh my lord, why am I so bad? Oh my god. Come here, please, bees. And something happens... There we go. Something happens with the net sometimes, where it won't let you swing and you have to actually deselect it and reselect it, which is kind of annoying. Grab the honeycomb, so why not? It's free. Unfortunately, the bees only stack to 20, so that takes an inventory slot away from us. I don't really know what to drop here to get more planks. I guess, I mean, I can grab 1 more plank like this to go up to 20. Oh, I don't need a pine cone. Much rather have a stack of planks than 1 pine cone. Okay, plank. There we go. Let's see if we can get another stack of planks on the way back. And it looks like the sun is starting to set, which means it's like the worst time to go exploring for metal in the reefs, because it's just so hard to see when it's dark. And these kind of islands don't typically have the best reefs for metal anyway. You can often find pufferfish here, but I have a pretty good supply of explosive powder as it is, so what I'm going to do is just quickly stash some items to free up a few inventory slots. Oh my lord. All this is getting really full. Why don't I get some titanium cooking? That's probably going to need planks. Let's load that up. Looks like we can cook some food. Oops. And then we can get rid of this. We didn't want the goat, so that clears up a few spots. Have our extra hook when this one breaks in the reef. Jesus. Why don't I turn a bunch of this honeycomb into honey to save space? Need glass for that, which we have in there. So there we go. Gonna have to cook some more glass now too. Good thing we've been stockpiling sand. Alright, that clears up some space. And then let's stash the last little bit there, and there, and there. There. Now where was I keeping the bee jars? I think they were in here. Yep. So that should be enough for my last couple beehives. Coins can go away, cubes can go away. Pretty low on cubes now, but again, not a lot of trading left to do. So let's do a quick explore of the reef. Again, the sun is going down, so it's like the worst time to do it, but hopefully the shark doesn't come after us. Just want to take a peek. Wouldn't mind breaking this hook so that I can clear up another inventory slot. I'll grab scrap, just have a decent stockpile, grab a little bit of sand. Mostly just looking for metal, just real quick while we're here. Again, this type of island doesn't really have the best reefs for metal and that kind of stuff, but you know, I wouldn't mind a couple more clay too, just because I know I'm going to have to use some to make the beehives. I have to go quickly here though, because my hunger is very low. I could potentially starve to death if I'm out here for too long, so... it looks pretty barren back here. So let's hop up on land where we're faster. Head to the backside, maybe there's another reef. We would like seaweed as well. So if there's just like a bunch of seaweed I can grab or any metal, then I'll be happy. It is dark out now. Nothing back here, still barren. Little reef here, not much. Some scrap. And there could be a reef down there. No, it's looking pretty barren down there too, so just grab this because it's right here. I'm gonna grab a couple stone too. I don't think I really need it for anything, but I just feel like I haven't grabbed any in forever, so... And I want to justify actually exploring this reef, so I'll get something out of it. And then, yeah, looks like it ends again. Maybe a little more reef here. My hunger's getting dangerously low, though. I will need to hightail it back to the raft. Just grab the scrap and sand that's right here. Not seeing any... Oh, metal. There we go. Or is that copper? That's copper. See, it gets hard to see at night. You can tell by the shape, but it's hard to see the color at night. That looks like metal. Yeah, that's metal. Has a slightly different shape than the copper. It's glows blue too, which is like much easier to distinguish compared to the copper, but hard to see at night. So there's probably some more stuff over there, but I'm really about to starve to death, so I need to just get back to the raft. See how slowly I move right now with my hunger being that low, and I didn't bring food with me. I should have just eaten something before I left and I would have been fine, but I can put these boots back on. I don't even have flippers. Could have done that before to save an inventory space. Oh god, we gotta make it back. If we get low health and then we get bit by the shark because we're moving this slowly, we might die. In which case I would lose 2/3 of my inventory, which could be really bad, so... Oh god, we're far away. Is there any fruit or berries or anything I could grab here? Oh no, this is bad. I don't know that drinking helps at all, but if I top up my thirst, maybe it'll offset the low hunger. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so we're just gonna beeline for the raft through the water. I'm grabbing this stuff because it doesn't take any additional time with how slowly I'm moving. Another little reef here that might have some stuff, but I am in no position to explore it at the moment. Oh god, as I go out of my way to explore it. Oh god. Alright, yeah, that hunger bar, if that gets low, I'm surprised my health isn't moving yet, to be honest, but if it gets all the way down, then I'm going to start to die real fast, but we're almost back at the raft, so I think we're okay. Shark may bite us on the way in, but alright, we made it to the raft. Heading straight to the grill. This is Seagull, if he doesn't get scared away. No, it looks like he flew away. Oh well. Okay, phew, we made it, and that was close. Alright, so let's eat, wait for our hunger to come back up. Can stash those items in there, and then stash the rest of this stuff in their appropriate receptacles. Alright, so let's pretty much immediately here raise the anchor, and we're going to need to cut the sail, or the steering wheel, so that we can get back out into the open water. Now at this point, I don't think I really need to trade anymore. I mean, there's still good stuff that I could trade for, but I mean, as far as completing my short-term goals go, I think I'm good. So I'm just going to go with the tide, wherever that may take me, just to gather as many items as possible in the catch nets to finish what I'm doing here. And I'm not going to worry too much about going to any specific islands. I mean, if I end up at one, I end up at one, and I'll probably get distracted and clear it all out, but I don't really need to right now. I need to finish these raft projects that I've been putting off for so long, so I'm going to just go a little bit further out into open water, and then we'll turn to be going with the tide. It's going to take us a minute to get out past this island, so let me shear these guys and just stockpile the wool for now. I don't even have batteries available to actually run the recyclers until after I'm done with my biofuel setup. I need to finish this animal pen because it's just getting so hard to gather anything in here with the way that they're all clumping together. So we can store all that. Oh god, where are we stuck? Let's see if I just cut the wheel. Looks like we're slowly turning. Wow, we are really stuck on that point, huh? But we're slowly turning, hopefully enough. I could just turn the engines on, put them on reverse. Alright, there we go. We're free enough to keep going forward. Okay, a little more. Alright, and we're almost going with the tide. I don't want to keep changing direction too much because it's going to force the items to respawn, but let's cut it this way. There we go. I want to be sailing like directly with the tide if possible, just to get, I think that gives you a little more speed. Moves you in more of a straight line, so hopefully, yeah, looks like the items just started respawning on the horizon, so we're just going to keep going straight and just collecting items, and yeah, doesn't look like we're going to hit any islands anytime soon, but that's fine. I don't want any more distractions. At this point, I think I have all the resources I need, so I just want to sit on the raft and work on my projects. So let's fill up our water, so we're going to need that. Oh look, the side catch nets actually did something for once. I got one whole crate after all of the dozens and dozens of planks and ropes invested in making them, and metal, armoring them. But the reason they're there is so that no matter which direction I go, these catch nets should catch every item in the item stream. I mean, I usually face the raft forward like this anyway, which is easy to do with the steering wheel, but they're just there for a little extra insurance. Alright, so main thing, It's going to be filling in the holes. So, don't want to burn through everything I have because I need it for other stuff, but I really need to finish this. So, let's see how close we can get. Looks like we can finish this back section. Nice. And then there's just that there. So I don't think I have quite enough to finish with what I had in the chest. Not quite. Let's just burn it all though. Oh, we're so close. Once this is done, the whole outside edge is armored, so at that point, the shark cannot attack us. And we are safe to move things wherever we want to move them. So hopefully as we just keep sailing forward here, we will gather enough in the nets to finish that. Okay. Ooh, that might be enough. That's 12. No, it's not quite enough. But boy, is it close. Just need 9 more plastic. So we'll want to just keep sailing forward into the plastic. Oh boy, are we close. I am excited. Alright. Okay, so nothing I can really do there. Alright, so I still am going to need more resources to finish building the stuff I actually want to build, like the beehives and the water pumps and pipes and all that. So I'll want to let that gather. Let's just check out our animals, keep stockpiling resources. Did I accidentally pick up a flower? I did. Thankfully I also got a seed, so I can replant it, but I'm going to move those in just a second anyway, so kind of a, you know, pointless to do that, but these guys need water. I really got to get that sprinkler setup going so that I don't have to keep manually watering all of this, which is a huge pain. Let's stay on top of our thirst. Keep refilling these, which is also a huge pain, but once I get that water tank setup going, I will never have to do this again, and that will be awesome. Another little island there, not going to bother with it. I think we have enough metal for all of our needs at the moment. And that would be the main reason to stop off. Alright, let's keep food cooking. Hopefully, yep, we got something to eat. Alrighty, stash that. Don't need that flour. I guess we could save the palm leaf. Might need that later. Titanium is done. I'm going to need some titanium. I think I already have enough, to be honest, but I am going to need titanium to finish the last couple things I want to make. So let's get that cooking. Yeah, we got a decent amount of metal in there, which is nice. Let's go check our nets one last time, hopefully. And 1, 2. Okay, 3 more plastic, all we need. Is there enough in here? There is. Alright, oh my gosh. This is an exciting moment. So unless I'm missing something, this should do it. So, 1 and 2 and done. Alright, so on one hand I do kind of wish I'd made the raft like 2 wider on each side, just to ensure that I get every single item in the catch nets, and just to give me a little more space to work with, but that would have taken a lot of extra resources. With this size I should get basically every item in the catch nets. Gives me a decent amount of room to work with. And I'm just going to double check that we're armored all the way around. The shark can only attack the outside tiles. I believe these tiles are safe too. If I'm wrong, he's going to destroy my engines and that would suck, but we'll find out the hard way. But I believe those tiles are safe because he can only attack the outside tiles, and those are all armored, so he can't attack them. And then he can't attack the inside tiles because they're not outside tiles, which is all he can attack, meaning there's nothing on the raft that he can destroy. So we don't have to worry about the shark anymore. So that is huge. Now, we're going to want to just keep stockpiling items as we go here. And now it's time to start doing some of this other stuff. So, first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 6 engines. That is the maximum number that you need to move your raft at maximum speed, no matter how many foundations you have, I believe. So all we got to do now is put them in their spot. I'll just check. All right, we are coming up to another island eventually. We'll decide if we want to even do anything with it when we get there, but for now we want to just keep sailing into the item stream. So we're going to want to move these engines. So they do have some fuel in them, so that's why it's kind of a waste. That's why I haven't been using them, and like wanting to refill them or anything, because I knew when I pick them up, it was going to be a waste of whatever was already in there, but pick all 6 of them up, like so. And figure out exactly where we're going to put them. So basically, well, I need to fill in those gaps anyway. So let me just quickly empty out the nets up here. And then, so I'm just thinking, I'm going to want to run, I need to run pipes around the back. So that's going to be here. So then the engines are going to go in like these 2 tiles. So oh, they need to go 3. So actually that one's going to want to remain open, basically. Need more plastic already. Probably don't have enough in here, but what was that? I hear that water splashing. I guess that must be items going into the catch nets. Yeah, okay. Thought it was a shark attack at first, and I was going to say, after I just finished armoring everything, if I was still susceptible to shark attacks, that would have been heartbreaking. Alright, so I can fill in, certainly here, and there, and there. Alright, so just because of my OCD, I want them lined up with the middle as well, so that's going to be this tile right here. So please don't regret breaking that. And then, so I think the engines, they need 3, right? 3 open squares? Yeah. So that's where one's going to go. And then the other one's going to go so that the wheel is touching here, and the other one's going to go outside wheel, I guess. So that this one, not sure how those pipes work either. If I put the pipe here, I may end up having to move all of these again, which would really suck, but... So then this one goes like that. No, it does not. Oh, I screwed that up already. This is just purely for aesthetic reasons, but destroy that. At least we get a little bit of the resources back. So then we can fill that in. And this one's gonna go like that. Yep. And then next one goes wheel side here. Like so. And then the final one is going to go wheel side opposite. So 1, 2, 3. Like, hello. Like so. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we do the same thing on this side. Let's fill in our gaps. Don't want any unexpected shark attacks while we're working on this. Yeah, next one, wheel touches here. So that needs to get filled in. And then, like that. Okay, sailing past that little island, nothing that we really care about there, so... and then the very last one is going to be wheel side out. Whoops. 1, 2, and 3. Last engine. Boom. Nice. Okay, so I believe I lined that up correctly just to have it even. And then that's our final engine setup. I could have done it a little differently with the 2 touching on the inside and then double outside wheels, which maybe would have looked a little cooler, but it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of cosmetic. I could have done 2 wheels here, and then it would have been wheel here and here. No, I guess this way is good. Not going to overthink it. And then I believe this outside edge is safe, so what I do back here is I just run pipes back here to connect the biofuel tanks in, and then I don't ever have to come back here for any reason, I don't think, so that should be good. Let me go empty the catch nets, because I need a lot more resources still to finish building the rest of the stuff that I want to build. So let's grab all these. Awesome. Alright, now the next thing is going to be to set up these biofuel tanks. So I think I want like 4 tanks, I guess. Maybe just 3 is going to be enough. I mean, any amount is enough, it's just how frequently do I want to have to keep going and filling them. So let me see what it takes to make one. Just need a couple bolts, which I have in here. That is a lot of plastic per tank. I think I'm happy with three tanks for 6 engines, like a 2-to-1 ratio, basically. And then these are going to go... I think it's fine for them to go, like, 1, 2, 3. I think these could be on the outside edge as well. It just gives me like weird anxiety having things just like hanging off the back edge. I know it doesn't matter for any actual reason, like gameplay reason. It's just like my brain's like, oh, careful, they might fall in or something. So just gonna have this remain a relatively peaceful experience and not give myself weird brain anxiety. And I'm gonna lose my tanks in the high seas here. Now we can fill these up with water. You know, the only thing I'm thinking, so I'm gonna want to move my my battery charger back here too. So I think I want to actually leave a space for that. Otherwise, the battery charger would go over on this side. But then, if I did that, here, let me pick it up and see how that's gonna look. So batteries can go away. Gonna be real nice to be able to just recharge all those batteries too. Yeah, 'cause this is gonna end up going in the back. So if it goes, whoa, getting pushed by the water. Yeah, if that goes there, that's a little better. And then I think I put a chest like here that's gonna have all kinds of like biofuel stuff in it. I wonder actually if I can build a wall like this. Then I can actually stack multiple chests right here and have everything I need for like all biofuel and that kind of stuff. So I think that's going to be the play. Let me get on top of my food here. I know I should be like harvesting animals and replenishing the forges and like doing kind of intermittent item loops here, but just want to focus on getting these projects done finally. After I've been distracted so long with all this other stuff. Okay. I guess I will do a quick shear. So we're right here, and I'm sure there's a bunch of eggs piled up. This is on the list too. This animal pen project. That'll probably be around or after I get the sprinklers set up though. Come on, just give me the egg, please. Thank you. And that's going to be after I do the engines and the biofuel is when I'll do the water stuff, the sprinklers and the water stuff, so. One more guy to shear here, but he's stuck inside the other one, so there we go. I mean, it is raining, so this is the perfect opportunity for them to eat the grass, and then I don't have to water it. Free food, yes, good. Just gonna get rid of the feathers in there. It looks like there's an island, yeah, right there. That is a trading post island. I don't even know that it's worth stopping here. I only have the 5 cubes, so I wouldn't even be able to trade for much. It might be good to just go grab some plastic real quick, but honestly, we're getting a good amount in the catch nets. I think I just want to keep sailing forward and sticking with the item stream. We can always, once we get the engine set up and the biofuel set up, we could always just turn our engines on and speed over to like any island that has a trading post if we like need to trade for something immediately. So I think we're fine to do that. Alright, so what we need now is pipes. To actually move the biofuel, so it just takes scrap. That's why I've been stockpiling scrap. Oof, hopefully I have enough. So make a dozen to start, and then is that gonna work? Okay, those connect like that. Alright, so that's gonna go into the battery charger. So now the battery charger is operational. And then I need to run some around the back. What? Okay, there we go. And then these should... oh no. Whoops. Huh. I may have to change the engine setup after all that. Because... whoa. Oh my god. Can't get back in because of the waves. Yeah, because this is supposed to go in here to that engine. Oops, no, don't place planks. Huh. So I may need it to be aligned differently. I was hoping it would just kind of like snap in, but it doesn't look like that's how it's gonna work. Oh boy. Definitely gonna need more pipes anyway. So let's play around with it. Yeah, that's not great. So I'm gonna need to leave spaces. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to redo like all this, huh? There's no way to like put one in there or something. I can't put it on any of these tiles. Can I build it like up and over in some weird way? Oh, what was that? No, that doesn't help. This probably doesn't help at all, but is there any way? Huh. Alright, let me pick the pipes back up. Now, I do wonder, let's say I picked up this engine. Okay, so now the pipe is going in. Can I replace this engine over that pipe? No, it won't let me place it now. Okay, So we're gonna need to rethink things here. So I'm gonna need the double touching wheels and then a space in between, I guess, right? So if I flip this one, need foundations, gonna burn through all my plastic again, but 1, 2, and 3. So if this one goes here, like so, then yeah, the pipe goes in there, which is good. And then I don't need this here. Whoops, that one I did need, this one I don't need. Now, this one does the same thing in reverse. 1, 2, 3. This one goes, where are we at? Like so. Then the pipe will come along this way, and that's going to have to connect in here. Like that. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I've built it before where it didn't have to be like this. If you know a better way to do this, this is probably painful to watch me like, not realize something incredibly obvious, but I'll just empty these out real quick. Do a horrible job of emptying those out as I try to also sip my coffee. I could like stagger them a little bit, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, then this one can go, yeah, like that, and then yeah, that kind of makes sense, but then they all have to come back one additional one. So let me, God, I'm just going to waste resources by trying this before I actually think it all the way through, but... So if this one goes one down this way, I guess I could have just staggered the other one forward, but... so that one goes like that, right? And this gets filled in. And this one comes back one. Fill in that. Remove that. And put this one back there. Now, yep. And then pipe comes out, goes in, whoops, goes in there. And then this one can go, I guess what would be the best way? If it goes, so it would be like this. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Then this pipe around the back can plug in here. Can pick up all of these as well. Come on. There we go. And then we're gonna flip this one so that the other pipe can go in the back, and then these two are gonna get flipped and come forward one, so they're gonna end up with like the same setup as this side essentially. I think that makes sense. Probably not the most efficient setup in the world, but it should work. So we'll do, gotta move 1, 2, 3. We'll fill this back in with 1, 2, 3. Wow, we gather a lot of resources from those catch nets. So as long as we're moving, we're constantly stopping at every island we possibly come to, then we're in good shape. Oh wait, no. Wait, what? I'm stupid. This one would need to come down one in order for this to work there. I thought if I put this here, I was imagining that the thing was going to be on the other end. If it goes here, it doesn't work either because this one's blocking it then. Oh god, is this just going to be hideous? So if this one goes in here, then these pipes can come over and feed in there. But then if that one, so then this one rotates. Which way does it want to face? It wants to face that way, right? So then the tank is in the back. I should check before I just destroy these, but if this one goes here, like that, then this, yeah, now there's an opening in the back. Looks like I need more pipes. I'm sure this is painful to watch, but just trying to make it as condensed as possible. Also looking reasonable. My god, do I need more scrap, though. I may have just made way too many pipes there, but... oh god, this is going to end up being hideous, isn't it? So, oops. Let's run... Jesus, could you stop that, please? Let's run this pipe back there. And that works. And then coming over to this side, we need to do... That one's good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are filled. So then it's just this one that needs to rotate once. And we want the wheel here. Okay, and we run our pipes out. Okay, so these are all piped up now, but that one wheel is off, and it just bugs me how it looks. Is there another way that I could have done it? I mean, I could move these two forward just to make it look better, you know what I mean? Because then there's like, I wouldn't even look that much better. I guess it is what it is. It's kind of symmetrical, because like those two are up one, these two are down one, and then there's like an opposite diagonal split. So it is perfectly symmetrical. It just looks a little weird, but I'm good with that. You know what? It's functional, and that's the most important thing. So, now, I still want my little storage chest thing going on here. I think I want it with the axe. I think I would rather have it here, though. I may need to move that pipe around a little bit. I hope that it isn't, like, annoying with this pipe being in the way. Hell, I could even do 2 walls. Oops. And then put a whole bunch of chests back here. So that's going to have, like, my batteries and all my biofuel stuff. I'm going to move the biofuel refiners back here, too. So let me just quickly need to eat something and drink. Where did all my cooked meat go? I thought I had a whole stack of cooked meat. Maybe I ate it already. That, or it's hiding in some random chest somewhere where I put it away accidentally. But, oh, a piece of plastic got through. Whoa. Oh, goodness. Come on. Up we go. Good. Just want to stay on top of my food and hunger so I don't get slowed down. Next time I grab fresh water there. And let me empty these. So they're probably pretty full. Oh yeah, they're all at 10 items. Gotta stay on top of that a little better. Okay, wow, inventory's full. Wow, inventory's full. Okay. That's crazy. How many planks and plastic I got just from whatever it's been, 10, 15 minutes of sailing one direction. I'm going to turn all of this into rope to save space. Seeing as we are full on palm once again. And then I think there was some stuff in here still. Yep. Empty all that out. Okay. Alright, so that's piping and tanks set up. Next is going to be, I guess, to move the refiners back there. And then I'll want to move like the plants and stuff over as well, so I have a nice little setup here generating all the stuff. The chickens, really the eggs, is the main thing I want to use for biofuel, and they're going to be over there, so it's not going to be the most optimal setup, but at least I'll have crops and stuff and bees over here, because all that's just going to get dumped in the refiners to make biofuel, and then the biofuel goes in here, and then the biofuel powers the engines, and it powers the battery recharger. Eventually I'm going to get some kind of like advanced biofuel setup where I can put the stuff in to make the biofuel, and then it stores it immediately in the tank, and then any excess will get pumped into these tanks. So those will probably go here. I may actually even want a 4th tank. You know what? If I slide this over one, then the piping isn't going to work. I I guess they could go like this way. I may just make one more tank is what I'm thinking. With all that extra plastic I just picked up, I don't see why not. So let's do it quickly. I need scrap and 2 bolts. Low on scrap, actually. I had so much of it, but seeing as much as I need to make these pipes, it's kind of a lot. Scrap goes in there. Alright, so I have one more tank. So we can hold a ton of biofuel so we don't have to even worry about coming back here to refill it too often. We'll need to get some more chests back here as well. But I think it's time to move the honey setup over next. The honey in the garden setup, so let's gather what's in there first. We're sailing straight into an island. I'm going to need to go around it. I'm not stopping at this point. We're just doing straight up raft building. So give me the beehives. Gonna harvest all these first. Hopefully get some of the seeds back. Just drop the flowers themselves. Keep the seeds. And then pick these up. And pick the scarecrow up. Okay. Now I need to skirt this island real quick. I don't want to sail straight into it and get stuck here, so let's go this way. Just enough to get around it. These guys, I'm sure, are all ready for harvesting too, but let me at least get the eggs. Oh my god, please, just give me the eggs. Thank you. And gonna need to keep going for, you know what? Oh, I don't have biofuel, and I was gonna say, you know what? I could just do my whole engines now, but it's not quite ready. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. It's all set up. All we gotta do is dump some biofuel into these tanks here, like so. I think that's full. And then it should work that we just turn the engines on and it just pulls. Okay, yeah, but they're facing different directions. They need to all be going the same way. So every other one needs to change direction. They're all going backwards, which is not the direction that I want to go, but at least they're all going the same way. And then from here, I can hit that, and now they're all going forwards. And again, yeah, see, all the biofuel just got pulled out of the tank. I guess it just got pulled from the closest tank. Oh, that one got emptied, and then it pulled from that one. And then it just pulls it straight into here on like an as-needed basis, like as used. So it doesn't overcap, whereas if you were to put a biofuel directly into the tank, it you know, one biofuel provides more than the tank can hold, so you end up wasting some biofuel by doing that. But that speeds us along quite nicely. Let's turn it off now that we're kind of around the island. We'll still save our biofuel until we get the honey and crop growing set up a little bit better to keep making more. Yep, and now we'll just keep sailing with the tide and gathering items. I'd love to empty these out because I'm sure they're filling up, but also pretty sure that my inventory is going to fill up. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Almost, but not quite. Good. A decent amount of planks and plastic. That's cool. Let's stash all that we can. Alright, so let's get our other stuff going here. Let me just double check the, like, optimal beehive setup. So, no, that's not the right setup. Here we go. If you look at the wiki, the Raft wiki, there is a perfect setup for only 12 flowers. Okay, so it's gonna go, what's this? I guess about here is as good as anywhere. Do one. Need to get it real close. Gotta be real tight. Oh god, I'm starving. 1, 2. Whoa, the water's pushing me. Come on, man, I'm building here. 1, 2, 3. Get it right in there. Hopefully that's good. Let me go eat quickly. Go. Starving. Are we getting pushed right into another island? You gotta be kidding me. Let's eat the meat. All the meat, that's fine. Let's drink as well. Yeah, it looks like we're getting pushed straight into another island. We are heading towards the story island though, which I'm good with. So we'll keep going a little bit here and then we'll skirt that island. So the Beehive setup is going to be like that, and then it goes, if this is the long side, we go in as close as we can. We go 1, may have to do some adjustments after, but we go 1, 2, and then the long side goes, come on, 3, to get it as close up as it can go. 3, 4. Now let's go skirt this island real quick. Free seagull. Oh, look at all those items though that I'm gonna miss. Maybe if I go at a slight angle I can cut through some of them. Let's turn our engines on. So we have an awesome engine setup with biofuel now. It looks alright. It still bugs me that those two aren't quite lined up, but here's what it is. That'll just get us around this island quicker. Hopefully we don't clip on the edge of the reef there. Push forward. Gonna need to push forward for a second here, so let me go loot all of this while we're moving forward, and I'm waiting anyway. God, these waves are getting annoying though. It's something about having the raft be this large. When you get out on the edges, the waves get pretty huge. Now that should be good to cut it back now, I hope. Again, we don't want to get stuck on the edge. I'm gonna turn into the wind. Somehow we got spun around. Maybe I didn't leave this perfectly straight. Alright, that's going with the tide. Turn the engines off. Again, all these things are like ready to be harvested. My Lord God in heaven, eggs. Please, please give me egg. Jesus fucking Christ. Just give me the fucking egg. Oh Lord. Okay, good. Alright, so again, we're sailing with the tide. Heading kind of towards the story island, so that's good. So that's where we want to end up eventually. Now we can finish what we were doing with the beehives. I'll need to make a couple more, but the last 3 go on this outside edge. So they basically go like 1 in the middle, and then 1 on this side. I guess that's as close as I can go. And 1 there. And if it's placed just right, even these outside corner ones should still get access to all 12 flowers. So each one of these beehives should produce the maximum honey, which is 3, if it's within range of 12 flowers. Whoops. So I do need 2 more beehives. So let me see what it takes. I need the bee jars. I think it's 15 per, right? So I need 30. There we go. Kind of an annoying way to do it, but gives us exactly 30. And then we come here, we look for the beehive. Okay, we need 4 hinges. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my clay is in here. Boom. Planks. Okay. Planks. Boom. And that should give us the optimal setup here. I think what I'm going to do eventually too is build walls around this outside edge, just because it's like, it weirds me out, just like I could fall off or something, I don't know. Just something about putting things this far towards the edge of the water. Just makes me feel uncomfortable, even though I know nothing can really happen to it. Okay, again, gotta get it like, as tight in as it can go. And that one will go there. I just got an achievement. It says have 10 beehives placed at once. Okay, cool. Didn't know that was a thing, but we did it. One other thing I have to check, which is how far the advanced scarecrows protect. Wow. 4.5 by 3. 3.5 foundations. It's then 6 meters of a crop, roughly 3.5 foundations, but in a sphere and not a cube. That's kind of interesting. But if I put the scarecrow right here, now, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'll put him as close as possible. So if I put him here, that'll certainly protect these flowers, and then it can also protect some other crops that I put here. All this might want to get moved eventually because it's getting a little cluttered back here already with the way that I spaced it out, but that should be good to plant some flowers safely. Not sure if I have enough seeds on me, but... And yellow, and yellow, and black. Oh, the bees are buzzing now. And white. Is that it? White. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's water them all. Okay, so the scarecrow should protect them, and then the bees should make the maximum amount of honey. I come back here to harvest it. I'll have a chest back here for storing honey. And then the honey and the eggs go into the biofuel refiners. So let me move those. I will probably want to make more of these eventually, but I'm going to get that advanced refiner at some point, so these are just not going to be that worthwhile. This is what I'm talking about too. I like this little space back here for them, but it's kind of weird to have to walk through this gap every time, so I may want to move this whole setup at some point, but for now that's fine. Let me make a couple chests, hopefully. Actually, let me empty out the catch nets again. Hopefully not fill up my inventory too much, but don't want these over capping. Go, how do we do? Good. Yeah, all this is going to get moved over too. So, let me see about chests. Large storage. So I need hinges in here. God, I'm like out of scrap. That's going to be a problem. I might have to stop at an island, because I'm going to need to make the water pipes as well. But let's do that. Make 3 to start. And then what we can do is, back here, do 1 and 2 and 3. I could probably even potentially get a 4th maybe, but that's going to be plenty of storage back here. So for what's going to want to go in there, it's going to be all of our biofuel stuff. So we'll put biofuel itself in the top one. By moving all this stuff around too, it's going to free up a few other chests. So let me top these up while I have some in hand. And then there's our biofuel, so not a ton, but we have a pretty good stockpile going. And then the rest of the stuff that's going to want to be back here is going to be anything pertaining to making biofuel, so certainly eggs, as well as the rest of our like fruits and stuff. Nice little island there, but again, we're not going to stop off. While I have eggs in hand, going to load up the refiners to make more. And then why don't we do, I guess, like eggs in here. Do eggs and honey potentially. We have that entire chest full of honey here. So I'm gonna, I would need to cook glass, huh? I don't think I have enough glass saved up. Yeah, I need to start smelting sand. So let me clear up some space and then I can do that. For now, honeycomb can go in there. Honey itself, I guess, can go with the eggs because it doesn't quite fill up as fast. Did I? I didn't put honey in here yet. So there we go. That'll make 4 biofuel. It'll take a while. So that's why I really need that advanced biofuel refiner. It's going to be quicker, and it's just going to immediately store it in the tanks without me having to come over and empty it every 3.5 minutes. Let me stay on top of my hunger and thirst. I'm actually kind of running low on food here, so I gotta be a little careful. Let's get that cooking, because I'll need to eat it soon. Planks and plastic now are in abundance, now that we're not dumping them into the raft expansion so much anymore. Let's get sand cooking, because we're going to need glass to make honey. And that gets stored. Let's top up our water. Maybe we get lucky and the tide rises, and we can fill our bottle from here? No? No, not quite. But let's go top these up real quick. We're going to get onto the water project real soon, too. Oh, there we go. Nope. Said fill with salt water, but it didn't work. So let me load these up. See if I can fill it on the way. Alright, fill that up. Guess that's it. Why don't I make rope to save inventory space? Gonna need more chests here as well. Store all that. Store the chicken legs, drumsticks. Glass smelts rather quickly, so I'm gonna keep loading this up, with sand. And then we can turn the sand and the honeycomb into honey jars to save space. Looks like we're sailing at yet another island. We're gonna have to go around and empty out these first. Just stockpiling all this stuff that we're gonna need eventually for other stuff, so good to have a bunch of it handy. Oh, it's so nice not having to worry about the raft getting destroyed. Or anything like that. Okay, cool. So that's good. Lots of other stuff to do still. Need to eat, though. Now, what were we doing when we got distracted? I know we were going to cook the glass to make the honey. Was it because... I think it was because this chest up here... Yeah, I couldn't even take it all out. Oh, I already have a ton of honey, though. So we're actually pretty good. We have this, like, super efficient honey set up back there with the beehives now, but I have so much honeycomb and honey that I don't even really need to use it. I might as well fill up just like 1 chest's worth and then have it. Once I get that advanced refiner, I'll be going through a lot more of it too, I think, so that's pretty good in there. That's not done yet. I guess we could start charging our batteries back here too. We probably want like a battery chest. Gonna need to go, you know what? I'm gonna need to stop here for scrap is the thing. Let me shear the wool. Not even gonna water the grass though. I'm just gonna hope it rains. Because it's gonna be such a nuisance to water all this and then... Oh my god. Get out of the way, please. Okay. There we go. So now the thing is, eggs, after I collect them, go in the back. So what I really should do is move the chickens specifically back here and have a little chicken pen. So that the eggs are closer to the biofuel, which might be what I do. Let me drop the anchor and just grab all the scrap that I can grab from here. So food and hunger are fine. I have a hook. Inventory's pretty full, but I'm really just grabbing scrap. I don't even need any of the other stuff right now. I guess I wouldn't mind some more plant seeds, but I really just need to quickly grab some scrap. Because I want to make a few more chests, and I'm going to need scrap for the water pipes that I'm going to do next, so You know, this stuff I don't have room for it right this second. That's all. It's all stuff I'm gonna need more of in the long term, but I just have nowhere to put it at this moment. So grab scrap, grab metal too if it's right in front of us, because that's always good to grab. But it's really just scrap. We're hoping that the shark doesn't bug us. If he does, I will probably just defeat him with the bow and arrow. It buys us 3.5 minutes of free gathering without having to worry about him, so I'm just gonna get all the scrap that I can. Whoops. Let me go up for air. See more scrap down there. And I'm gonna go around the back first. It looked pretty barren back here, but once we get close to the raft, then we're in the shark's territory, so. Alright, looking for scrap and metal, I guess. What the hell was that? See that weird floating blue thing? That was strange. It's like I saw a ghost or something. I don't know what that was. Grab the scrap, grabbing seaweed too, just to keep stockpiling that, even though we're getting real low on storage. A lot of metal here. It's like whenever we're looking for metal, we can't find any. Now that we don't even care about it, we're getting a ton, but it's alright. We'll need it eventually. Scrap, scrap. I want to get every single scrap that's here. There we go. Oh, I'm drowning. Let's get some air. Here's that front reef where I think the shark's gonna come bug me. Hopefully the shark is just at the back of the raft and I'm outside of its range, because there's a decent amount of stuff here that I want to grab. That's copper. Forget copper for right now. We want scrap. More scrap. The sun's going down, but we should be done here before that really matters. God, so much metal. I don't even really need too much of it right now. Okay. And this. And that. And this. And that. I think that's copper. Free plastic, sure, why not? Another piece of scrap. And I think that's it. Oh, there's one more. May have missed some that you spotted, but alright, I call that good. We get back to sailing and gathering items that way. So again, gonna weigh our anchor, and then we're gonna have to cut the wheel, but we can turn our engines on. Boom. Totally fueled up. Okay, we go right into the island, which sucks, but we can back up now. And then we can go forward, and then we can turn. It's like we're driving a car here, very poorly, but look at that. Now we'll turn. Are we stuck on something? Feels like we're rotating more than we should. Engines are still definitely going. What the hell? I swear I just saw a line of lights in the horizon. Maybe my GPU's dying. It's that or a UFO. Let's turn here. I want to go back with the tide. I think we're getting stuck on something because we're turning pretty strangely, but that's about where we want to go. A little more this way, but I don't want to keep making micro adjustments because it can bug out that the item spawns, but the items just spawn there. We're going more or less with the tide, so that's good. Let's go. Story Island is like right over there, so I'm actually probably just going to stop there and then finish all the raft projects and just hope I have enough resources on hand to finish. So what were we doing? We were making a couple chests. So I need rope and hinges, which are in here. Let's make 2 more. I'm going to do 1 for batteries. Hopefully I just need 1 for batteries, and the other one's going to be for the crop stuff, so I'm just going to throw it there until I need it. And then I should be able to free up a couple chests from up here from swapping all the items around. Nope. Inventory's full. Those can just go in there for now. Take that battery. Okay, so chest, battery chest. Fill it all up. It's bothering me that they're not like evenly charged, but eventually they're all gonna get charged. And then I'm gonna put fully charged ones along the bottom and then empty ones at the top. And that'll be fine. Biofuel just gonna get pumped into this thing like as needed. So that's all well and good. Still sailing. You know what? I am just gonna, I'm just gonna line up with the next story island. Oh, I could friggin' see it. It's right there. See it? Only when I get my field of vision right in the corner, but alright, so I hope we have enough stuff to finish up these projects, because we're just gonna wait here at the story island. It would kind of be more efficient, because this might still take a while. It would be kind of more efficient to keep sailing and gathering items, but I don't want to like bypass it by too far, have to wait for it to respawn, and then have to like totally change course. Since we just happened to come upon it naturally, and we're already here, I might as well just stay here and finish up what I need to finish up before we go in. So it would be nice to keep moving and gathering items, but I don't want to have to re-find this place, so we'll get a little closer and then we'll drop anchor. Let me get food and hunger topped up. I may need to do some fishing soon, because honestly I'm getting pretty low on resources here. Food resources, but I'll let that cook. I guess I could just eat this whole big fish. Okay. So, batteries doing their things back there. Need to set up a few other things. Keep sailing forward until we're closer there. Alright, I guess the next step would be the garden here. So, let me just harvest these. Pick these up. These are advanced, advanced medium crop plots. And then, did I ever learn the advanced large crop plot? Nope. So, let's learn that. I'm not going to actually, I don't think I'm going to actually do anything with it right now. But what I will do is make a few, if they don't take too many resources, rope, plank, and nails, all stuff that I have. I'll make, I don't think I really need that many. I'm just going to make 2 for now. The main thing is these medium ones for growing the fruit that I need for biofuel. So we'll go like, you know what I can actually do? I could do, like if I pick that back up, I could do 4 of them in like a line. And that should all be close enough. Get it as close to the scarecrow as it'll go. It should all be close enough to get protected by the scarecrow, like this. So we can fill those up as needed. Okay, we're going to keep drifting that way. And then these ones can go here. And also be close enough to get protected by the scarecrow. So I could do 3 or 4 of those. I'm just going to do the 2 for now, because I don't want to dump too many resources into it. But let me load these up, especially because it's raining. So one of those is going to be beets, one of them is going to be potatoes for the small ones. And then they'll be here. If I need to start doing some harvesting, I'll have some already ready. It's raining, so that should auto-water these. Yeah, okay, there it goes. We're still slowly approaching the next story island. Now, the rest of this can go away. Oh, Lord. Not that. And then, as far as the fruit and stuff goes, yes, pineapple, yes, watermelon. I think that's all that I can grow in those other ones. So almost enough to fill them, but not quite. So we'll do 4 watermelons, 4 pineapples, 4 watermelons, and 3 pineapples. Let that grow. Now let me see what the large ones take. I think that's more of a project for later. I mean, I definitely I'd have to burn through scrap to make more nails, which I don't really want to do until I'm sure that I can make the pipes. So, and I'm gonna need more storages as well. Let's keep sand cooking. I really should have been more on this. I guess I'll just keep the sand in my inventory, so that I don't forget to keep doing that. And then that glass for the honey to make the biofuel back here. Grab that biofuel. Looks like... Wow. We're really not even using that much of it, which is cool. I'm gonna need to go drop my anchor. Yeah, that's fine. It's a good enough spot right here to explore this place later. Gotta keep charging up these batteries. Oh, that's this chest. So we're gonna put charged ones down here, and then we'll start, filling up with empty ones. Keep that going until they're all full. Alright, now this chest is just going to be for like seeds and fruit and stuff. I guess I could tuck it right there. It's actually not a bad spot for it. So we'll put fresh fruit and seeds and stuff in there. So what do we got? I guess beets and potatoes can go in there too. Anything that we grow. I don't know if I'll have room for all of these seeds. Well, certainly not in my inventory right at this second, but put seeds on the bottom. Fruit and vegetables up top. Like so. Potatoes go in there. Yeah, I might need 2 chests back there eventually. I'm a little low on fruit at the moment, but if I keep harvesting it, I'll probably get a decent stockpile going. Take these seeds. Keep the glass going. Let's put our seeds away. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna need more chests and more space back here, but that's fine for now. All this stuff's growing away. That scarecrow's gonna protect everything. I'm just gonna throw these other 2 scarecrows back here, just kind of as a place to store them for now. And then, we can move them around as needed. They protect a pretty good-sized area. So I can cover almost this whole side of the raft with just those 3 scarecrows if I needed to. That's cool. I have these extra pipes, which I guess I'm just going to put in here in case I need them later. Now, God, I have so many palm leaves and no use for them at the moment, but might as well turn that chest into an extra palm leaf chest, and then we're going to want like a plank chest and a plastic chest, because I have too many planks at this point in time, which is surprising given how desperately I've needed them. Oh yeah, I forgot I had more fruit in here. So I may need a fruit chest and a seed chest. Yeah, because it's going to be full. Let me just take the flower seeds out. Those are the things that I need the least, because honestly I don't really need to ever replant the flowers as long as I don't do something to them. Like, as long as I don't move them or pick them or anything. The seagulls aren't going to destroy them, so... Is that still going? I don't know. Hopefully the biofuel thing back there is still going. Definitely want to, like, get rid of these planks. I have so many at the moment. Where do I put the seeds? I guess flower seeds can live in this chest for now. It's the scrap is the limiting factor for making more chests at the moment, because I need the scrap to make my water pipes still. Oh, and I did want to do a cooking setup too, which is going to be its whole own thing. Let's keep the battery charger going. God, I keep forgetting that it's that one. I might as well... God, I'm so disorganized right now. I might as well go throw some fresh batteries in here. Keep the trash cubes coming for when we need them. Whoops. Oh, let that charge again. Do that, we'll do that. Okay, looking pretty good. Everything back here is nice. That's kind of the biofuel thing set up that I wanted to do. That one's just empty. That one's just empty now. Those are gonna be for like the animal stuff. Once I get that all organized. So the eggs come back here. Yeah, the question is, do I bring the chickens back here? I guess I could put them like here, and then it's a lot easier to just drop the eggs off there after. So how many chickens do I have is the question. It's going to be hard to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2... God, it's hard because they're moving, and I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, it looks like 6 chickens. So that would actually be kind of convenient as far as the spacing goes up here. So what I could do is put these 6... I guess like that. It's good enough. Oh, but I wanted the sprinkler. And the sprinkler is going to be over there. So I guess the chickens just end up staying up there. For shame. I mean, it's not like I couldn't just run pipes over here, but I just don't want pipes going like everywhere. So... alright, well, I'll see you real quick. So I just feel like we're burning through food. We're not gathering a lot of food doing any of this, and it's just slowly losing hunger. Let's get all that cooking. Dump the feathers in here. Stay on top of our water. Alright, so you know what? I had an extra chest up here. That's not doing anything, so take this chest. Hello. Put it, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll put it there. Now, that'll be the plastic chest, so all the planks can go in there, and all the plastic can go in there for now, because we have quite an excess amount. Keep cooking glass for a little while anyway, so that we can make some more honey when needed. Eat these drumsticks. I guess it's not the end of the world to just have to run eggs over there. I could just throw them in this chest temporarily and then bring them over before. It's just I don't love this setup. Seeing as the eggs really want to be in the back for biofuel, but I want the sprinkler set up here to work a certain way, so that's going to be the next thing, is setting up the pen and the sprinkler. And then I wanted to do the cooking station as well, which is going to require moving a lot of this stuff around. Just debating if I do it all now and turn this into a longer section, or if I break it up into 2 sections. I think what I'm going to do is leave it here for now. Break this up into 2 sections. Finish up the rest of the raft stuff in the next section. It'll probably be a shorter section, but that way this one video doesn't get too long, and then I'll not feel so rushed to just get everything looking real nice, and then we can continue with the next story island after that. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to leave it here, and then we'll pick it up right here next time to finish off these projects, and then you can see the end result. But that's going to be all for now, so thanks for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one so you can see the beautiful end results of everything when we're all done, because we still have more to do, but that's all for now. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.